I was curled up under a blanket watching the Japanese version of Miss Reporter when my childhood friend, Chingmei Juma, called me in the dead of night. "What are you doing?" "I'm streaming a scientific documentary to study." Outwardly friendly, but inwardly, I was annoyed as hell right when I was about to get to the good part. Still, I figured I should at least test why he was calling. "Do you know Cho Kung, the Morph King?" I suddenly asked. Chingmei Juma's face darkened in confusion. "Huh? Yeah. He's my idol. You, on the other hand, are one step away from sprouting wings and becoming an angel. Go home and drink your milk like a good boy. Meanwhile, I have to study every day to catch up to my idol. Gonna hang up now. Bye-bye." Straight to the meat grinder. Suddenly, a cold laugh crackled through the phone. "Oh, really? A scientific documentary about human sexuality? In high def? No less. And the Japanese version too. What's this? Huh? The lucky plumber and the capable Miss Reporter, or maybe the Seeky neighbor and the teary-eye, clingy kitten." I froze. How the hell did he know? Ignoring me, seriously, you really need to ask. The movie you're watching is playing on my TV. Wait, did I accidentally stream an adult film to his TV? What kind of midnight enlightenment are you trying to share here? And the Miss Reporter version, no less. I stiffly turned to look at his TV screen. Sure enough, it was playing exactly the kind of film I'd intended to watch. The booming audio, the steamy visuals. The more I looked, the more familiar it seemed. I squinted, leaning closer. Then I nearly passed out on the spot, because it was the movie I'd opened, the one that hadn't appeared on my screen. God damn it. I'd accidentally cast it to Liu Shen's upstairs TV. But right then, Liu Shen suddenly called out, Zhu, if you're that curious, just come over." "Come over? For what?" I blinked, only to see him smirking at me through the screen. "We'll watch together. I'm kinda curious too." The night was dark, the wind howling, perfect for grand misadventures. With my parents out, I decided to treat myself to a classic adult film. To enhance the experience, I'd even splurged on a VIP AC count to stream it on the big screen. But somehow, even though my phone said streaming successfully, the TV remained blank. I started to suspect my phone was broken. Frantically, I mashed the volume buttons, no response. Skipping forward and back did nothing. Just as I was about to restart the app, my so-called childhood friend Liu Shen video called me. Wasn't he supposed to be grinding ranks with his gaming squad right now? The moment the call connected, that bastard stared at me with an indescribable look. I even faintly heard someone crying in the background, but assuming it was a game effect, I ignored it. "Hey, what are you up to?" I blurted out a lie. "Watching a scientific doc, expanding my knowledge, elevating humanity's horizons. You should learn from my scholarly spirit. Quit gaming and basketball. So immature." "Ha!" Liu Shen let out a cold laugh, then wordlessly switched to his rear camera, aiming it straight at his TV. "Oh, wow. A scientific documentary about human sexuality. In high def, Japanese edition. What's this? The lucky plumber and the capable Miss Reporter? Or the lucky neighbor and the teary-eye, clingy kitten? Zhu. What kind of midnight enlightenment is this?" I numbly stared at his TV, where the very adult film I'd meant to watch was playing. The sound was loud, the images scorching, and the longer I looked, the more familiar it became. I leaned closer and nearly fainted, because it was the movie I'd opened, the one that hadn't appeared on my screen. God damn it, I'd cast it to Liu Shen's upstairs TV. Some people are alive, but they might as well be dead. My eyes rolled back, my face turned beet red. I was wheezing like a dying engine. "Liu Shen, let me explain." He switched back to his front camera, his annoyingly handsome face half smirking. "Go on, I'm listening." I forced a laugh. "I was just curious. Okay, just plain curiosity, Lu Shen scoffed. None of those men compare to me. Why watch them when you could just look at me? Oh, shut up. Narcissus. I snorted, though I still sneakily glanced at him. His hair was damp, probably fresh from a shower. Lu Shen and I grew up together. I'd seen him face plant naked in kindergarten, watch him flex his ABS during puberty, or playing basketball, and witnessed his university-era fan club. He do grey. T as a hot internet celeb, that bad boy face alone could outshine Zhao Fan. Hell, he'd outshine the actors in that film. What are you zoning out for? Nothing, just thinking. Lu Shen chuckled lazily. Go to sleep. Be more careful next time. Thank God you cast it to my bedroom TV. If it had been the living room and my parents saw, you'd be picking out a coffin. Yeah. I scratched my head, embarrassed, and moved to end the call. From now on, no more casting. If I watch, it's under the blankets. But then Lu Shen suddenly called out again. Zhu, if you're really curious, come over. Huh? Why? I stared blankly as he grinned through the screen. We'll watch together. I'm kinda curious too. That night, I slipped on flip-flops and dashed to Lu Shen's place. His parents were already asleep. I sneaked into his familiar room where I'd done countless homework assignments, secretly watched cartoons, and even wet the bed a few times as a kid. It was practically my second home, so I habitually pulled up a stool, plopped down, and stared at Lu Shen with bright eyes equal parts embarrassed and curious, since he'd already caught me red-handed. Why bother hiding it? He glanced at me, clearing his throat. You really want to watch? Yeah. Aren't you curious too? Fine. Let's watch and learn together. Great. I'll text my friend for the link. No need. I eagerly pulled out my phone. I already have it. The one from earlier. Lu Shen raised a brow. Cast it to the TV. I shook my head, wary. What if your dad wakes up to pee and sees? We'd be dead. Let's sit at the desk and watch with headphones. Wow. Suddenly so meticulous. He rolled his eyes but sat beside me. The space under the desk was cramped, my knee brushed against his thigh. He must have changed shower gels. His scent was fresh and subtle, fitting his low-key handsome vibe, though it kinda made my nose itch. I turned to glance at his profile. The headphone wire between us pulled taut. Lu Shen, I'm hitting play. Don't you dare run. Yeah. Whoever runs is a grandson, Lu Shen drawled, though his voice was oddly hoarse, his ears tinged red. Classics earn their title for a reason. Despite the slightly dated visuals, my face burned, my heart hammering equal parts exhilarated and mortified. It was thrilling, but so awkward. Lu Shen, the guy who never shut his sarcastic mouth, was now dead silent from start to finish, not even shifting his posture. It made the air so stifling I couldn't even think of how to break the tense. Iron. I could only watch timidly. Soon, the leads began kissing a lingering, close-up shot. The audio in my headphones was disconcertingly crisp, every wet sound amplified. The atmosphere seemed to freeze. Cold sweat prickled my back as I bit my lip. Damn it. Now I want to kiss someone too. There were times I truly hated Lu Shen. His radiant presence had ruined my love life, while girls my age were on their NTH kiss. I was still sulking over Snow King bubble tea's $5 price hike. College was supposed to be my romantic era, but no guy ever measured up to him, not in looks, height, or that weirdly captivating aura. My standards had been irreversibly warped, so, armed with the same lehered-over settling mindset, I'd stayed dateless through freshman year. Now, nearing sophomore year, my first kiss remained intact, a fact my roommates never let me live down. This first kiss had to go to someone handsome, at least, then I'd have bragging rights in the group chat. Yet, in this charged moment, A whirlwind of emotion surged in my chest. I abruptly locked my phone screen. The illicit sights and sounds vanished instantly. What's wrong? Liu Shen tilted his head, his gaze inscrutable. I don't want to watch anymore, I stammered, clawing at my palms. Liu Shen snorted, nudging my leg under the table. You were all gung-ho earlier. Now you're chickening out. Didn't you say whoever runs is a grandson? I'm not running, just bored. Bored of what? I yanked off my headphones, leaning closer. Instead of answering, I fired back. Liu Shen. Have you ever kissed anyone? He lowered his eyes. Asterisk, think about it. I'm glued to you 24/7, so when would I have time? Besides, you'd know if I dared sneak around, asterisk. Then why ask about my first kiss? He mirrored my lean. His shower gel scent grew headier, drowning out everything else, leaving me dizzy. Maybe sex would feel even better, really good. Wanna try? I didn't say it aloud. But with him, I never had to censor myself. Curiosity always won, pushing us to explore things together. I stared straight at him and blurted, I wanna kiss you, like the leads in the movie. Can I? The smirk on Liu Shen's face vanished. He swallowed hard, his gaze searing into my lips. You sure? Yeah, I whispered, less confident now. Why me? His voice dropped, eyes locking onto mine. I just wanna know how it feels. But why you? Gonna interrogate me with 10,000 whys. I kicked him. Who else can I try it with? Liu Shen stiffened, his expression sharpening. What's that supposed to mean? I mean, we're this close. What's one kiss? I stripped you naked as a kid, modesty's long gone. And it's not like I know anyone else well enough. If I did, I'd have kissed them already. A vein throbbed at Liu Shen's temple. The next second, he shoved my face away so hard I nearly toppled off the chair. Try nothing. Go the fuck to sleep. I gaped. This bastard. Bring up the pantsing incident. And he flips instantly. I'm a goddamn Oscar-worthy actor. He sneered. I see. Get out before I kick you out. Fine. Ruin the mood. Why don't you? I flipped him off and stormed toward the door only for him to yank me back. Wait, what now? Gonna wait till the car crashes to hit the brakes. Till snot drips into your mouth to spit it out. Deadpan. Liu Shen snatched my phone, tapped a few times, and shoved it back. I deleted all your documentaries. Cut this crap out. Then, mercilessly, he kicked me out. Fuming, I trudged home, mentally pummeling Liu Shen to a pulp. If I speak to him before school starts again, I'm a damn puppy. I was sprawled on bed, desperately trying to recover my deleted files, when WeChat exploded. Our high school group was planning a cooking class. I'd ignored it until Jung Song confirmed attendance. My spirit ignited. Jung Song, my high school crush. Liu Shen's close friend, the warm, posed, achingly charismatic runner-up to Liu Shen in popularity. I'd liked him for ages. Back then, I'd mustered the courage to ask Liu Shen to deliver a love letter. No reply ever came. No reply meant rejection. That day, I'd sobbed like a broken jukebox while that asshole Liu Shen mocked me. He'd never like you. Give up. Later, Jung Song skipped college to study abroad. I'd moved on from that naive first love, or so I thought. Now, hearing he was back, my dried up kindling of a heart burst into flames. I typed, "Count me in." Then, predictably, that bastard chimed in. Me too. The group chat erupted. Every topic orbited Jung Song and Liu Shen. Just then, someone asked, "So, do you two have girlfriends yet?" Liu Shen, who never bothered with personal questions, ignored it entirely. Jung Song, after a pause, replied that he didn't. I immediately flopped onto my bed in excitement. There's still hope. For the gathering, I deliberately chose a pretty sundress and did my makeup meticulously. Today, I had to seize the chance to talk more with Jong Song, ideally securing a spot in his fan club and snatching a ticket to romance. Bonus points if it pissed Liu Shen off, but the moment I opened my door, I froze. Someone was lazily leaning against the stairwell railing, black tee, military-style slacks. A figure so sharp it stole my breath for a solid 3 seconds. I glared at him and deliberately looked away. He, however, casually followed me into the elevator. His short sleeves kept brushing my shoulder, tickling and annoying me at once. "Oh, look who's finally brave enough," Liu Shen drawled. 3 days without texting me. Didn't even answer your door, humph. What? You think you're someone I'd bother with? Then carry your own damn luggage when we get back to campus. Obviously, I will. He spoke slowly, though I heard they're repaving the roads. Taxis can't reach the girls' dorms anymore. My soul left my body. The girls' dorm at a university sat atop a massive hill. Attending class daily was basically mountaineering. No wonder I ate like a pig yet stayed skinny. All calories burned climbing that slope. If sis couldn't get through, I'd actually have to drag my suitcase up the hill and then haul it to the 5th floor. So I abandoned dignity without hesitation, whirling to cling to Liu Shen's arm. My voice syrup sweet. "Liu Shen, how could I ever ignore you? Untangle your tongue and say that properly." He looked torn between exasperation and amusement, though the smirk at his lips betrayed his mood. I piled on the pitiful act. "I'm not mad at you. It's just, last time, you refused to kiss me and shoved me out. My fragile ego was shattered. So if you treat me to dinner today and buy me Sunjiang Tang candies later, we'll be best friends again. Give you an inch, and you blaze like the sun." Liu Shen snorted, half annoyed, half laughing, shaking me off as he strode out of the elevator. I scrambled after him, bickering all the way like cats and dogs. Outside the restaurant, I instantly switched to elegant mode, checking my lipstick and hair in a compact. After a thought, I deliberately tugged my dress straps lower, baring my shoulders, only for Liu Shen to immediately yank them back up. "It's night time. Why are you dressed like that? Not for you to see. Stop policing me." His lips thinned. "Then who is it for?" "Jung Song, obviously." My face heated. "He's single now, I've got to make my move." Liu Shen's jaw clenched. "Is he worth you memorizing his schedule?" "Of course, he's handsome and gentle. The absolute best. You know Jong Song." Liu Shen cut himself off mid-sentence. His earlier scowl twisted into something sly as he jerked his chin forward. "Look, your god just arrived." I spun around eagerly, then turned to stone, because Jong Song had just stepped out of a luxury car, circled to the driver's side, and leaned in to plant a tender, lingering kiss on the driver's lips. His gaze soft as autumn water, and the driver was also a strikingly handsome man. While I stood there gaping like a goldfish, Liu Shen watched with amusement, nudging me with his elbow. "See? Your god has a boyfriend now. Still think he's #1 in the world." I zombie walked into the private dining room. Zombie collapsed into a chair. Zombie stared at the two chatting happily across the table, Liu Shen and Jong Song. The heart that once fluttered for its god now turned to ice, shattered into dust, beyond even the repair of industrial strength glue. I'd thought he didn't like me because I wasn't his type. Turns out he doesn't like girls at all. No girlfriend, huh? Theft, he's got a boyfriend. Oh my god, is it too late to book a flight to Thailand for surgery? Maybe I should grow a non-existent organ just to try my luck. Tears welled up as a stampede of wild horses galloped through my heart. Just as I drowned in misery, that bastard Liu Shen tapped the table tauntingly. "Wow. One rejection and you're already catatonic." I gritted my teeth. "You knew since high school, didn't you?" "Yep. Knew and didn't tell me. Let me humiliate myself confessing, you monster." He side-eyed me. "People's preferences are private. Not my place to out them. Okay. Fair. Sexuality isn't a joke. Fine. Forgiven. But what about the love letter? Did you even deliver it? I squinted. I bet you trashed it. I hate you. Shameless. He smirked. Don't slander me. I have morals. Morals my ass. Mum's voice echoed in my head. Jung Song and his partner have been together for years. They're happy. Don't be a homewrecker. You. Fine, I sigh. At least if I can't have him, no other girl can either. The thought soothed me slightly. I resolved to stop glancing at Jung Song. Then light bulb moment. I whipped around to stare at Liu Shen, eyes wide as saucers. He froze mid-sit, water glass hovering. What now? He muttered. I leaned in, blinking slyly. If Jung Song likes guys, and you're his best friend. My voice dropped to a whisper. Liu Shen, are you gay too? He laughed, a cold, spine-chilling laugh. Set down his glass, then grabbed my nape and yanked me nose to nose. His voice terrifyingly calm. Remember when you begged me to kiss you? How about I show you my preferences now? The gathering continued. After releasing me, Liu Shen chatted casually as if his near confession was as mundane as discussing the weather. I sat stiffly, shoveling rice into my mouth, mentally cursing my big dumb lips. Poke, poke, poke until you nearly get a love confession. Was he joking? If yes, I'd be relieved but weirdly disappointed. If not, my face burned, heart pounded, and I couldn't sit still, so I downed 3 glasses of wine. When I sobered up, I was being piggybacked by someone. The night was quiet, his step steady, shoulders broad and oddly safe feeling. It reminded me of senior year. That semester, Liu Shen had transferred back to his hometown over paperwork issues. At first, I'd been thrilled no more bully to torment me, but after a few days, I suddenly felt an inexplicable emptiness. No one to argue with, no one to lecture me. Something was missing. Back then, we could only exchange teasing messages on WeChat. Then, one drizzly day, I caught a cold, with my parents away. I haphazardly took some medicine and complained about it to Liu Shen in our chat. He didn't reply. Probably busy studying. Unexpectedly, during break time the next day, my desk mate urgently pulled me aside. Someone's looking for you outside. Still wiping my nose, I walked into the hallway to see Liu Shen standing there, in a soaked jacket, wearing another school's uniform pants. His collar was flipped up by the wind, his face unfairly handsome. I stood frozen as he wordlessly patted my head. What's with the dumb look? Why are you here? School holiday. Came to deliver medicine to this poor village girl. Take it and sleep early. Send me photos of any math problems you don't understand. I'll explain via voice message. Dazed, I accepted the medicine while noticing his rain-dampened hair and those dark, lazy yet mischievous eyes beneath. I need to go catch the last bus back for class. Wait. I sniffled and looked up. Liu Shen ... you're acting weird today. Weird how? Weirdly ... handsome and kind, he scoffed. When did you get your eyes checked? Cured your blindness yet? Typical poisonous tongue. If his kindness was 10 parts, he'd only show 1, saving the other 9 for sarcasm. I coldly stomped on his shoe, splashing mud everywhere. Instead of getting angry, he laughed. You'd like it was New Year's. Do well on exams. We'll go to university together. Fail and I'll throw you in the trash bin. With that, he hurried off, his tall, lean figure disappearing quickly. That same dependable back now car, hurrying me home. The next morning, I washed my face hastily and raced upstairs despite my mom's nagging. Mrs. Liu opened the door, but was busy watching dramas, so I just politely greeted her before heading straight to Liu Shen's room. The door wasn't locked, just slightly ajar, thinking he was gaming. I pushed it open, only to catch him fresh from the shower, bare-chested, wearing only grey sweatpants. No wonder people said men in grey sweatpants were as lethal as women in black lace stockings. The effect was devastating. Liu Shen froze momentarily before calmly walking to his closet for a shirt. Seemingly composed, though his movements were slightly flustered, I scratched my nose, pretending nonchalance. Morning show. Too hot? He shot me a glance while putting on his shirt. The atmosphere grew awkward. To break the tension, I blurted, Liu Shen, you're getting more raped than the male leads in those documentaries I watch. His dressing movements paused. Thanks for coming early just to annoy me, he said darkly. What do you want? Hesitating, I twisted my sleeve hem. About yesterday, when you said you'd kiss me to prove you're not gay. Were you serious? Not serious. I'm straight as steel. Don't worry, damn. Teasing me again. Oh. Well, if you won't try with me, I'll find someone else. Disappointed, I turned to leave, just as I opened the door. A hand slammed it shut behind me. Bang! The door slammed shut. Liu Shen gritted his teeth. Damn it. You really want this kiss that badly? We sat on his bed, Mrs. Liu's cackling laughter from her drummer echoing outside. Inside, we faced each other in silences seen eerily similar to our documentary night. Except now Liu Shen's ears were redder, his demeanor less prickly than usual. I poked his leg, whispering excitedly, your move or mine? What's normal do guys usually initiate? Never done this before. Should we rewatch that documentary for reference? Liu Shen took a deep breath, as if suppressing something. Shut up. I watched, rapt, as he leaned in slowly. His arms, braced against the mattress, showed taut muscle and prominent veins. This rough, impatient version of Liu Shen was unexpectedly hot, then a feather-like brush of lips against my cheek. That sharp-tongued bastard's mouth was surprisingly soft. It lasted less than a second before I could process it. It already pulled back, throat bobbing, voice husky. There. Done. Not fair, I protested. I meant a real kiss on the lips. Dream on. Why not? Liu Shen's gaze turned icy, terrifyingly detached. That's reserved for my girlfriend. Are you my girlfriend? No. Then no lip kisses. He flat out refused. Face dark as a burn. What? When Mrs. Liu knocked, she probably thought we were fighting. Girlfriend. Liu Shen might seem like a carefree playboy. He's fiercely principled. Otherwise, why stay single this long? Whoever becomes his girlfriend would be treasured like gold. But what about me? Once he gets a girlfriend, he'll drift away. No more midnight snack runs. No more documentary marathons. No more rushing to bring me medicine or carry my luggage. How could friendship ever compete with love? The thought made my chest ache. That hollow loneliness from high school, when he transferred away, came crashing back. The last days of summer break, I moped at home. No energy to tease him. He didn't seek me out either, just glimpses of him playing basketball in a courtyard or passing coldly during evening walks. Even when school started, he merely hauled my luggage to the dorm and left without a word. I stood there, gutted. My roommate eyed me. Did you and Liu Shen fight? No. Just creating distance. He'll have a girlfriend soon. We'll be strangers eventually. Friends should act like friends. She gaped. I thought you two were this close to crossing the line. I weakly. What line? We've been like this since childhood, him provoking me, we snapping back, fighting like cats and dogs. We only mellowed out growing up. She stared. Nah, Liu Shen looks at you like you're his last match in a thunderstorm. You really don't notice. What guy delivers KFC and bubble tea at midnight? Sticks to you like glue. Only drinks what? You hand him during games. If this were anyone else, you'd already be picking out a school district for your future kids. I sigh. Like me. Impossible. You don't understand. Back in high school, he outright told someone he didn't like me. What? My roommate Kate. I slumped deeper into misery. Having an outstanding childhood friend like him by your side. During those naive years, liking him felt natural. But in 10th grade, because we bickered so much, Artiak had thought we were puppy love. She called him into the office. When I pushed the door open, I heard Lu Shen say coldly, "Teacher, she doesn't like me. We won't date." So I buried those tiny feelings. Heartbroken and switched to chasing Jong Song. And now look how that turned out. Life's unfair. My roommate's words only worsened my mood. Lying in bed, I opened Lu Shen's chat window. Frustration and sadness making my fingers slip, I accidentally tapped his avatar. He immediately sent a deadly, flustered, I typed, wrong button. Lu Shen. Who do you take me for? I know you're deliberately poking me because you've been ignoring me. I couldn't take it anymore. I didn't want this Cold War. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's stop. I'll treat you to dinner tomorrow. Finally, he relented. Fine, but don't fight me for the elective class slots. Oh, right. Speaking of, can you pick basketball with me? Lu Shen. You hate basketball. Yeah. But I want to play with you. Plus, with you teaching, I'll ace it. He called me out. You're just acting spoiled. I doubled down. Lu Shen. You're the best Tilda. Lu Shen. Piss off. Roger that. The Cold War officially ended. Clutching my phone, I exhaled in relief. So what if he doesn't like me? At least we still have friendship. Lu Shen and I returned to our daily routines. Bickering non-stop on WeChat. But with the new semester's chaos and our dorms far apart, our dinner plans kept getting postponed. Our next meeting was the first basketball elective. When I arrived, he was already there, casually shooting hoops with other guys, effortless, relaxed, his lazy confidence magnetic. I glanced around, surprised by the unexpected number of pretty girls in class. TCH. Of course, Mr. Popular still attracts a fan club. Just then, Lu Shen turned and spotted me. He tossed the ball away and strode over, slinging a heavy, sweaty arm around my shoulders, messing up my freshly tied ponytail. Looks like I've got myself a mini training dummy, he teased. Who wants to be your dummy? I grumbled as he ruffled my hair into a bird's nest. Thought you wanted me to teach you. Yeah. No one would ever believe this guy likes me. I wriggled free, scowling as I redid my hair. Lu Shen watched intently, as if my ponytail struggle was the most fascinating thing. Why are you staring? No reason. Just wanted to borrow this. He pointed to the hair tie on my wrist. Ha! You're tying your hair. Don't tell me it's for leg hair. None of your business. Let's go, roll calls starting. He dragged me along, still clutching my hair tie. The black hair tie on his wrist stood out starkly, his ears tinged slightly red. The elective class had no strict rules. The teacher just outlined the final exam requirements and let us practice freely. Lu Shen dragged me to a quieter spot and began teaching me basketball. Engaging me with technical terms until my head spun. Why am I enduring this heat just to be tormented by this jerk? I thought bitterly. I could have picked an easier class. Why did I volunteer for this headache? But since I'd chosen it, I had to commit. He lounged in the shade like a boss, occasionally heckling me. Did you skip breakfast? Move like a zombie much? Bend your knees, genius. I nearly hurled the ball at his smug face. Then a pretty girl approached Lu Shen, shyly asking, "Want to catch a movie after class?" "Can't," he said, lifting his wrist to reveal the pink heart-patterned hair tie. "See this?" The girl stiffened, forced a smile, and left. hugging the ball. I turned away, suddenly recalling an online saying. A guy wearing a hair tie means he's taken it's a love token, a claim. When the girl was gone, I shuffled back. Liu Shen sat in the shade, dark eyes flicking to me. Giving up already? Don't come crying to me before finals. I ignored his taunt. Liu Shen, I've always wondered, after all these years, have you ever liked someone? Instead of answering, he countered. What do you think? I think yes. Good guess. I stepped closer. His scent laundry detergent and faint sweat was oddly refreshing. Who is she? Do I know her? What's she like? How much do you? Interrogation much. He averted his eyes, ears reddening. I toy with the hair tie on his wrist, fingertips brushing his skin, just asking, do I stand a chance? Liu Shen's head snapped up, eyes bright with shock and something shyer. What are you? Then why use my hair tie to reject others? Claiming me, tying you down. I rested my head on his shoulder like I used to as a kid. Liu Shen, do you like me? He blinked, throat bobbing. When he spoke, his voice was rough. Yeah. Got a problem with that. I stopped fiddling with the hair tie and gripped his hand instead. Both our palms were sweaty and gritty from the ball, but he held on tighter. Then, can you kiss me now? I'm still curious, I added hastily. But kissing means you have to date me. Fine by me, unless you're scared my dad'll break your legs. He still thinks you're a delinquent. He laughed and kissed me. Oh, his lips were soft as cotton candy, sweet and slightly damp. His warm breath made my heart pound wildly. Liu Shen, I whispered when we parted. I've got a secret too. I've liked you forever, maybe longer than you've liked me. He stayed silent for a beat before kissing me again.